All right, yo, what's up, guys? It's Dukes. We're gonna be doing another trade recap. It is Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. This whole week has actually been crazy. I'm either hedging, model isn't presenting itself, or I don't know, man. It's things are hard out here, and I keep catching really bad trades in the PM, and it's just not. It's not working out in my favor. It's probably like the third morning in a row where either I hezzy on the trade setup or I don't get my entry. Low key crashing out because PM is eating away at my gains right now, and it's quite sad. Um, but all right, bet. Let's get into it. Today we had a huge gap up on the daily chart. I wanted to see this daily fair value gap get used. I did say in my Discord that Monday was probably going to be low of week since we hit EQ of this bigger, higher time frame daily range right here. So, I did think that was going to be low of week, and honestly, it probably looks like that. I think we're drawing towards previous week high right now. We'll have to see. We have an SMT with ES with previous week high, and we're getting a strong reaction off of it. So anything can happen. It's still only Wednesday. I'm expecting some more distribution to the upside tomorrow or in the overnight session. Friday would probably just cap off somewhere around here. But yeah, we'll get into this trade idea, why I was long biased for the day. And so to start out, we had this huge gap up, of course, from yesterday. It filled this daily fair value gap, and overnight we really just kept ripping, especially to this 4 hour buy side liquidity. There didn't seem like there was any stopping it, so we just kept ripping. And yeah, price action was just bullish going into the morning session and overnight. So what I was looking for in the morning session were these two targets right here, this 4 hour buy side liquidity right here, and then previous week high right there. That was really what I wanted to get hit, but ES hit it first. But yeah, that's why I was bullish coming into the morning session, and you could obviously see that it was just, price was just having a really trending day in the overnight. No signs of bearishness whatsoever, and there was displacement going towards our drawn liquidity. That's super important. If we have displacement going towards our drawn liquidity, the market is showing us, hey, it wants to get to this objective and it wants to get there fast. So when I see that, I'm thinking, okay, it at least wants to get to this buy side liquidity right here on the 4 hour, and then previous week high could also be a target. So coming into the morning session, if we drop down to the 15-minute, the session opened up and honestly immediately just started ripping to the upside. Now, what was actually really nice about this is that when 10 a.m. opened up, it made equal highs with this buy side liquidity, like damn near just like one tick away from this buy side. It didn't actually take it out, which is really good. And the reason why I framed this trade is because since we didn't take out this buy side liquidity and we hadn't we actually did take out previous week high on ES, but since we had made these really perfect equal highs with this buy side liquidity right here, I did want to try for some longs. Now it could have went either way, if I'm being honest. We either could have just kept ripping to previous week high and have gotten no entry, or we could have got an SMT short if it was showing signs of slowing down, since we did have an SMT with previous week high. But the reason I did fade the SMT and I wanted to go long was because of these relative equal highs with this 4 hour buy side liquidity. So what we had, this huge 10 a.m. like type doji candle. We had data on the top and the bottom. So it was orange folder news, not really data candles, but they were still really good draws on liquidity. So what we did is we made this failure swing right here to take out 10 a.m.'s new high, came down, and we tapped right here into this 15-minute fair value gap, which was also this 15-minute fair value gap was also OTE and past equilibrium of the range. So it was in a really good spot to take longs. We could have used this 15-minute order block as well if it wanted to come down there, but this 15-minute fair value gap, although it was already mitigated by 10 a.m.'s current low, I still wanted to use it to go long. So what happened 10 a.m. chopped up around the open for a little bit, made a failure swing to go higher, went lower, took out 10 a.m.'s current low, souped it out right here. And then here's actually the best part is that we put in this OB right here and then took out turtle souped that low right there from this order block. So we took out that low right here inside of the 15-minute fair value gap. So we made an internal sweep inside of this manipulation leg right here. Internal sweep right there, and then we put SMT with ES right at that turtle soup low. So when we make an SMT with the turtle soup low, it's a really strong indication for a reversal, especially with NQ since it made the internal sweep. And honestly, here's the unfortunate part about this trade. I got no entry. I had a clear draw on liquidity. It was this clear buy side target right up here for 2.83R. Really good trade, but this candle right here didn't make the CISD. And I really wanted it to because those are the cleanest ones when we get an internal sweep and then immediate reaction to form a CISD, but we didn't get it and this candle just ended up ripping up. And I really have been trying to focus on not having entries after price runs towards liquidity. Realistically, what I wanted here was a little bit of a retrace down, maybe into this fair value gap or into the CISD right here, really the CISD. And then I wanted it to take out this internal liquidity right here. Break even would be right there because that's the market telling me, hey, we could have a reversal here now that we went on a liquidity run. And so if it took out this internal high right here and then came back into the CISD, I wouldn't have taken it. As soon as it hit here, my break even point, I turned the limits off and I said, okay, I can't even be a part of this trade anymore. It's whatever, and it's just gonna run to my TP. Now the whole idea behind this trade was the 4-hour candle. So if we look right here, I was expecting bullish price action, so I'm looking for a 15-minute or a 1-hour PD array below 10 a.m.'s opening price to manipulate into. So 10 a.m. opened up, as we can see right here on this candle. It opened up 10 a.m. open, low, high, close. It ended up opening up lower into this PD array, manipulating into it, getting in the internal sweep right here inside of the manipulation leg. So the three confluences lined up perfectly. We had this manipulation leg down into the 15-minute PD array, so the higher time frame PD array. We got the liquidity sweep inside of this manipulation leg with an internal sweep, which is even better. And then we got the CISD. The only thing we didn't get was the CISD entry because this candle ended up closing all the way up here and not near the CISD. And so if you wanted to take this trade, it would have been basically a 1-to-1. And even if you took it off this retrace, 1 to 1.5. And I'm not really looking to take that. I want to be disciplined. I want to get my sniper entries because the difference between 1.5 and 2.8 RR is a big difference. So I want to stay patient. I want to trade the model, and it's just unfortunate that it didn't happen, but it's okay. There was another short move up here off of a 15-minute order block, SMT with previous week high. I know some people actually took this trade, but yeah, I just didn't want to immediately flip my bias when previous week high was so close in proximity, about 90 points away, but like in this market, that could happen within a few candlesticks. So yeah, you could have been reactive and taken this and the retrace, but I really wasn't looking for that. But I know a lot of people, and I want to talk about this because I talked about it in Charlie's Discord. I know a lot of people FOMO'd entered into this trade, and maybe they'll put their stops not at the swing low, like how you're supposed to trade the 4-hour Po3, and they might have just put it at this candlestick to make the RR better. I don't move my risk based on where I just feel like it or where I'm comfortable taking a certain amount of risk. It is always going to be at this swing low. And I know a bunch of people FOMO entered into this trade and said, okay, you know what, like the CISD wasn't a good close, but I need to get on side with this move because they see this huge displacement leg right here. And it's just like, dude, like that is not your money. That is not your money. Like the market will take it away just as fast as you made it. Like you weren't supposed to make that money. You FOMO'd into that trade, and it's not your money. Whether you made profits or not, I don't care. The market will take it away from you, and it will show you and it will discipline you that it's not yours. So for every trader that stayed cash today, for every trader that didn't take this trade because the CISD wasn't good, and you trade the 4-hour power 3 just like this, congratulations. The market will reward you for being patient and following your rules. And that's something I really have put a big focus on and really care about, because I know so many people flexing their profits today in every single P&L chat from taking this really shitty RR CISD right around here. And it's just like, man, that's not yours. That's not yours. You are just flexing a P&L. That's all you care about. And I can show a million people today taking those trades, and it's just not the type of trade I want to be taking. Not the type of habits I want to be putting in place. I want to be disciplined. I want to follow my rules, and I want to make sure that in the long run I'm saving myself from bad habits. So yeah, tough one today. I might look for something in PM. We could be flipping bearish right now, honestly, but we just hit this 4-hour. But I do think it wants to come down into this new day opening gap and fill it up a bit, just because we've had this huge run up with no true rebalance whatsoever, honestly. So I think we could at least fill in 50% of this end dog, consequent encroachment of this end dog. Hold on. I think we can fill in 50% of end dog right here, consequent encroachment, or we can at least come to equilibrium, which is a little bit below consequent encroachment of the end dog. But yeah, that's what I'll be looking for the rest of the day. And honestly, my past couple of trades have not been good in the PM. I haven't been sharing them just because they're just absolutely shit trades. So I got to lock in a little bit more, but I felt good today reading my draw. My draw was right, and I'm glad I stayed disciplined and didn't FOMO into this trade, because that's what trading is all about. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of my trades, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.